What's up? It is the boy K Change. Damn man, to be honest, I'm just chilling, bro. I know I've been off YouTube for quite a while. I think it's been a week now. Honestly, I've just been trying to, find myself and not necessarily find myself. How should I say it? Basically, I've been just trying to, you know, reevaluate my thought process and just see how I'm supposed to do things. Because recently I've kind of thought that there's been a decline in my content's quality, and I feel like because of that I ended up feeling like I should just step back from it and just examine it. And I realized that, listen, you know I know that it's something new for you, but you gotta you gotta get used to it. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of just leads to the title. So the title, you guys already read it, is basically how you cannot be your old self. You know, no matter how much or how hard you try, you can never really be your old self. Why? Because like you, as you grow, man, you just get new beliefs. You have a new way of operating things. Look at it like this. Let's say the person that you like, or your family, be like, listen, boy, like you've changed, and you didn't necessarily change in a positive way according to us. And I liked you more when you were, for example, when you were 15. You see what I'm saying? Now, you can't necessarily do anything about that. There's certain things that you cannot do about it. Like if they say they don't like how your personality has changed, and deep down, that's just how you became. It's not that you kind of just followed people. You became yourself, and you discovered yourself. Maybe when you were at that age, you want yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of just realize that this is who I am. You cannot necessarily go back to the old you. Because that's not you. You see what I'm saying? So basically, what I'm trying to say, bro, is like, you know, I cannot necessarily be my old self, bro. No matter how much I try, I do want to make skits, and that's something that will always be part of me. But I don't want to be, I don't know, only want to make skits. You see what I'm saying? Like that's something I don't want to do. I always wanna make skits like full time. I don't want to make skits full time. That's not who I am now. You see what I'm saying? I've changed. So people that be like, listen, I miss the guy that used to make skits all the time. You saying that doesn't affect me because I cannot be that guy anymore. That guy has changed. And okay, so basically the motivation for this video was my favorite artist. I would say one of the people that I wouldn't say I look up to, because I don't necessarily look up to anyone, but I'd say someone that kind of just inspired me is an artist named Khary. Now this person is my favorite artist, I would say, ever. Because he's kind of just, he went through with me with this process of my self development and me growing myself as a person. So it kind of just changed me as a person. And me listening to his music helped me cope. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I was on his live Instagram, man. So as I'm on his Instagram live, he kind of just, gets a few comments there. He gets a few comments there, and one comment said, Khary, or Khary, can you give us another album like Intern Aquariums? Now, Intern Aquariums is basically an album that he made, and a lot of people say it's his best album. I say it has a lot of good tracks. It describes how basically a lot of people are stuck into this mindset of they have to get a 9 to 5 instead of pursuing their dreams, because either they want to play it safe or they want to live according to other people's standards and how people see life. You know what I'm saying? And actually, the person in the background, the person I'm listening to now, is Khary. You know what I'm saying? So basically, that's just how it is, and it kind of just shows us how you cannot be your old self, because that old self was you when you were in a certain position. Imagine if someone says, listen, bro, I liked you more when you were depressed. Certain things like that, you cannot go back to it. That's not the person that you are. And I've kind of just realized how you saying that cannot affect me no more, because that's not the type of person I am now. You know, I'm a happy person. I'm filled with bliss. You know, I'm happy for myself, and I love the person that I've become unconditionally. You know, it's not about that. You know, if you don't like the person I am now, I'm not gonna change for you. You know, you saying that you like me when I was depressed doesn't necessarily, you know, do anything for me. It just shows me how, you know, you are not kind of just a long term person. You know, you are that person who was there for me in that certain moment. And now that that moment is kind of just finished, I'm no longer that person that you loved or that person you became friends with. It means that you are no longer supposed to be part of my life, you know, unless you can adjust it. You know, we have unconditional people in this world. People that will say, listen, bro, I've been with you since day one, and I've been with your changes. You know, every change that you've made, I've been there for you. Why? Because you know you are a real person to me. You know, you're someone who I'm supposed to be until, you know, the universe or, you know, whatever you believe in kind of just stops us from being friends. You know, or unless, you know, we kind of just draw apart. You know what I'm saying? And I've realized that. You know, I realized that how you saying certain things to me and saying that you love the old me does not necessarily do anything for me, because I will never be the old Kaya. You know, I dislike the old Kaya. You know, the old Kaya used to be a certain way. You know, he used to be insecure about a lot of things, and I realized how, you know, insecurities, you know, kind of just ruined a lot of things for me. You know, now I've kind of just, you know, accepted myself for my insecurities. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, they do linger in my mind, but it's not as bad as how it used to be back then. You know, it's not as bad as how I used to have that, you know, that lack of self-confidence, that lack of self-love, you know. And you saying that you love that Kaya shows me that, you know, it doesn't show me that you're a bad person. It just shows me that your term with me is up, you know, because I cannot necessarily do anything about that. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, I feel like you cannot necessarily, you know, be attached to a person, especially to a person that you just met, that kind of just gives you a feeling of happiness, you know. Enjoy that moment, man. You know, don't don't hold on to that person because they gave you that moment. You know, be happy that that moment was given to you, and look for more people that could give you that type of moment, that type of, you know, happiness in that moment. You know, so just savor the moment that you're in. You know, shout out to Khary, bro. Shout out to that person, because even today, you know, he was not kind of just a one-term person. This person has been with me since, you know, I'd say, you know, last year. And last year was the beginning of my change, you know, my self-development change. And from then, you know, even today, I still haven't listened or, you know, basically taken in all these songs, because the way my body works, you know, I feel like it's just an instant. I do not listen to that song sometimes. Like, I look at the song, for example, it's a song that I've never heard before, and, you know, it's and at that moment, just me looking at the title, I do not click onto it. But once I'm in a certain position, I find myself listening to that song, and I kind of just relate to it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that just relates to the new me, you know, the Kai I become. Because I know, had the old me listened to it, I would have found that music boring. You know, I wouldn't have liked that song. It would have been trash. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, I feel like, listen, is that thing of, bro, like, don't attach yourself to a lot of things, because the moment you attach yourself to that thing, once you become the new you know, and you are no longer, you know, feeling it, you know, it's no longer a part of your life, you end up feeling a type of sadness. You know, I believe that, listen, bro, you know, enjoy it while it lasts, man. You know, because, you know, a lot of people say nothing is forever, you know, and if you say it's true, then it's true. If you think that it lasts forever, then it lasts forever. But check, man, you know, you just gotta go with yourself with this process and realize that, listen, man, you know, the people that loved me for the old me, for example, used to smoke, and you no longer smoke no more. You know, you just gotta move on. You can no longer cater to those type of people. You know what I'm saying? You can no longer just be the person that'll be there for those people. You know, you can no longer be the type of person that'll You know, chill with those people because you're no longer the old you. You know, you are a new you, and you have to embrace it instead of trying to go back to the old you. Because if you try to go back to the old you, it won't feel right, and that will kind of just lead to a depression because you're not, you know, living the way you want to. You know, you're not living the way you want to live. You know, and it kind of just creates you not to be happy. It creates an unhappiness feeling, you know, a negative energy around you because you know that, you know, you're kind of just going against yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? So don't go against yourself, man. You know, listen to your heart, you know, listen to your instincts, bro. And, you know, you will go far, man. You will go far, bro. But check, you know, that's all I'm gonna say for this video. I think I might even make a few of these because I feel like, you know, my week of going off, I just need to bring something back. You know, I need to bring something back to y'all. So honestly, you know, I'm gonna see y'all later.
So many fires in Cali, my mama calling my phone. She wanna know what I'm doing. I tell her I'm making songs. It's crazy to think she raised me. A little baby is grown. She teases me about shaving.